So keeping that in mind then, I guess I just wanted to go back then. We were earlier talking about, you did mention that even though some of the classes you've taken from the traditionally defined degree are not directly or very relevant to your training, you still found them useful.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you have an example?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
so when I was in my acting program or whatever, right? We had voice classes and movement classes, which is essentially how does your a large portion of the movement classes were how to take care of your body.
Yeah.
Which seems, which to a 21-year-old, 18-year-old seems so unimportant, right? You think that your body will last forever, and you don't think that you need to take care of it, and you don't like we would lie on the floor and just slowly move our bodies for hours at a time, and it seemed almost it was very difficult to see what the direct relevance was to working as an actor.
Yes.
But later on, it's been something that I feel is really important to me. It helped me develop like a physical practice that you can go back to, something to remind yourself that there are small steps that you can take when it seems like nothing you do is working towards something.
Yeah. So those are the very practical things, and they seem small, and yet they lead to the bigger picture.
Yeah, and I also think when you're young, you don't really know what you're gonna like, right? And you take a movement class, and you discover, oh, I like this.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to teach yoga or.
Right, so it could spark something else, but the idea is go give it a try.
Yeah, learning feels good.
Yeah. So I guess that kind of leads me to the last question, which is probably, the other part of your life. What do you do to sort of sustain yourself economically?
Right, okay, so.
Yeah, and also, as you do that other work to sustain you economically, how do you keep your dream alive? Right? Because, like you said, acting is a lot of maybe waiting time in a way.
Yes.
And so, how do you, in the midst of all that waiting time, how do you, sustain your livelihood and keep your dream alive?
Yes. Okay. I work, Sherry and I know each other from a cafe that I work at, serving coffee. And I've worked there for about 4 years.
Do you enjoy the work at the coffee shop?
I do. Yeah.
Now, is it because of this particular coffee shop, because the atmosphere, or is it like if you imagine you work in a different coffee shop, would you enjoy that, or?
I think work is good for people.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think sitting at home doing nothing makes you feel like you can't do anything, and it makes you feel like giving up. Whereas, like, if you can go to a job and do a simple task, something that, you can find some way of tricking yourself into thinking that it's meaningful.
Yeah. Well, or at least very practical, right?
Or practical,
pays
right?
the bills kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's good. It reminds you that that things are okay, and that you're capable you're capable of doing things.
Yes. So it's working in itself, regardless of whether it's related to your dream or not. It is something that empowers you, I suppose.
Yeah, there's going to be work involved in. There's going to be work involved in anything.
Right.
There's work involved in everything. There's work involved in getting to your dream, and there's work that is involved in making coffee, and sometimes those seem unrelated, and sometimes I know that in the past I haven't always been good at doing the work that is related to getting the acting jobs, because it's unclear what the steps are to take. Whereas when I make coffee, it's very clear what the steps are.
Yeah. So there's some kind of reassurance, I guess, in knowing the steps, right? If you fulfill the 5 steps needed, then you're doing what you're supposed to accomplish here. Whereas for an acting career, it is a little, you kind of have to wander around and explore and see if this might be the right step or that might be the right step, kind of thing. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Or what do you do to help keep your focus, I should say, for acting too?
The focus, there's definitely been points in my life where and even until recently, where I've lost the focus for that. Right? I started dating someone, and then your focus shifts to your relationship, right? Or I started a job. I started a job at that cafe, and your focus shifts to that. But I think that's okay. You don't have to only do one. You don't have to only do one thing in your life. I wouldn't want to be the person that only did one thing. I want to try a lot of things in my life. And right now, I'm at a point where I want to really try to make this acting thing work. I want to make it go somewhere. But I don't regret the times that I've been distracted by other things. I started playing. I spent 6 months living in Toronto last year. With a friend, and just to see what the city was like, and that's part of what helped me make my decision to move out there permanently. And when I was out there, I started playing music, and I discovered that's something that I really enjoy. I don't know that will help me get somewhere in my acting career. Me splitting my attention like that. But maybe that's okay, right? I think life gives you these little doors, these windows of opportunity, and when they come, you should walk through them. I don't know what they are yet. Is it an acting job, or is it a chance to meet some different people?
Keep moving. And it was a great metaphor too, with that, you see the little doors and just open it, walk in, because without expectation, but kind of being open-minded about possibilities.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You don't know everything. In fact, you know very little. And your life is short, and you've got a few opportunities. Grab them.
Yes. Oh, that's great. That's very inspiring. Thanks so much. I mean, I really wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Me too. I think
we'll have to keep in touch.
Okay.